Hello and welcome to our daily flow today for our 10 minutes yoga burst. So come to a comfortable seated position today. That may be that you're sat on a prop, especially if you're tight in your hips. You may like to be seated cross-legged or with your legs long, entirely up to you, or maybe you'd like to sit on your heels. Your choice, as long as you're comfortable just for a few moments. Just settle yourselves as you take 3 nice deep breaths, being aware of the cool air coming in and the warm air coming out. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, just drop the chin to the chest. Take the chin over to the right shoulder. Drop the head back, over to the left. Down to the chin, and we're going to go in the opposite direction, so chin to chest, over to the left, drop the head back just as far as is comfortable for you, over to the right, and chin to chest, and we go again. So I'm not giving quite so much instruction this week. I'm hoping that you've got used to breathing in and moving on the exhalation every time to ensure your muscles release, and you can start to move slightly deeper into the poses. Chin, back, head to neutral. As you roll your shoulders, bring them right up towards your ears and drop. Right up to your ears and drop. Last time, up to your ears and drop. Your hands are resting on your knees. Pull the belly button in and back to your spine. Push the body back to round the spine. As this time you come round in a circle. From the right, so over to the right, all the way forward, over to the left. Last time on this side. Come back to seated again, belly button to spine, round that spine, and this time you're going to go over to the left knee, bringing yourself all the way round. Second time. Last time. Back to sitting nice and tall. You're going to remove whatever you may be sitting on, and you're going to come round into our classic tabletop. So your hands, your wrists are underneath your shoulders, spread those fingers wide, push into the pads at the base of the fingers. Your knees are underneath your hips. Make sure you can't see your feet. If you can, move them out of your peripheral vision. So we're in a classic tabletop, and we're just going to wag those hips. So this is called wagging the tail. So just move them gently from side to side. Just getting a little bit of movement in those hips, in that lower back. And back to centre. So we're going to go up into down dog now. So you're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, chest towards the thighs, hips high, on the toes, and then start to descend the heels. Bend one knee, hold for a count of 2 to get the stretch in the back of the leg. Then bend the opposite knee, push through that heel, get the stretch in the leg. And then try once more, bend and push through the heel, bend and push through the heel. Then try pushing through both heels, bringing the head between the arms, pushing through the pads in your fingers, pulling up through your arms. Rotate those arms from the inside out to create space in your shoulders. You're going to lift up the right leg. You're going to bend the right knee. You're going to look at the space alongside your right hand, and that's where the foot's going to go. So remember, if you need to, your options are drop the left knee, hand behind the knee, help the foot. Your other option is in down dog, lift the leg, bend the knee, and just get some motivation. So knee to elbow to bring that foot forward, or if you're getting the flexibility, the legs up, round the spine as you come forward to bring that foot forward. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes, knee in line with ankle, low lunge. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, hands down. You're going to push the hips back. You're going to come up onto the heel for monkey. So you're going to get a nice stretch in the back of your thigh. If you prefer, drop the foot and you'll get the stretch in the front of your shin. Most people prefer this one, and then you can gradually push the hips back while you're on your fingertips. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, up you come. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. We've done this one before, okay? You might want to bring that foot in slightly so you can push through the heel. Hands on hips. Get your balance. The back foot, you slip it down to 45 degrees. So the toes are pointing inward slightly, your heel out. You're bending into your front knee. You're trying to bring the hips round in line with the long edge of the mat. Don't worry if it doesn't work today. You're going to take the left hand on your back thigh. You're going to reverse the palm of the right hand, bring it up, straighten the knee as you come into reverse warrior. Breathe, push through that back leg, push into the front foot. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, back you come. This time you're in warrior two. Bend, looking softly over the front fingers. Then windmill those arms, fingers down, step up to the top of the mat. You're in forward fold. Slide the hands up the shins, squeeze the shoulder blades, push through the heels, stretch through the spine. Release down. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn round so that you don't get my back this time, the mistake I made on the last video. So you're in forward fold, and you're going to take the right leg back, drop the knee, untuck the toes, be aware of your alignment, up you come, low lunge, push those hips forward, breathe. Take the arms down either side of the foot, start to move the hips back, come up onto the heel or toe down, depending on where you'd like the stretch. Move those hips back so you'll get a nice stretch in your hamstring. Release, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, bring it in slightly, get your balance, up you come. High lunge, roll those shoulders back and down. You're then going to swing the foot. You're going to take your right hand on your back thigh, reverse the palm, up you come, reverse warrior, straighten that front knee. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release to come into warrior two. Push into the outside edge of that back foot. Push into your front toes. Try and drop the hips as you come down, your arms in line with your shoulders. Look softly over the front fingers. This is a new pose for some of you, so take a moment to work out where you need to be. Breathe. You're then going to windmill those arms down, either side of your foot, step up to the top of the mat, and you're in your forward fold. Slide the hands up, squeeze the shoulders, stretch through the spine, push through the heels. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release all the way down. Bend the knees, come all the way down to lie in. You're going to take the left leg long. You're going to bring the right knee in. Hands around the shin, clasp fingers, roll the shoulders, push them down into the mat, and really hug that knee in. Give it a lovely big squeeze. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. And bring the left leg in. Again, hold around the shin, fingers clasped. Your right leg is long and the foot's flexed so that you're still working the muscles in the back of that leg. Squeeze into that left hip. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Bring both knees into the chest. Knee in line with hips, palms on the mat. You're going to cross the left leg over the right. Try and tuck that foot behind your right calf. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, twist over. See if you can come all the way down to the mat. This shoulder may lift, don't worry, it all takes time, as I've said before. If you can, roll the shoulder back and down to keep it on the mat, but if it needs to lift, then let it lift, okay? It's not a big deal. Breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, push into the palms of the hand, use the core, back you come. So I'll just move to the other side so that you can keep me in sight. So you're lying again, knees in line with hips. Keep thinking about stacking the joints. So you're going to take right over left, tuck that foot underneath the back of the calf. Palms on the mat. You might like to bring them in line with your shoulders. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, over you come. Again, try and keep that shoulder on the mat. If it doesn't work and it needs to rise, then please let it. In time, your body will release and stretch, and that shoulder will come closer to the mat. You may be able to get your knee all the way down, you may not. Don't struggle, don't stress, don't strain. Just go to where is comfortable. Again, you've got to use your core, so pull the belly button in and back, push into the backs of the hands or the palms, depending on where you've got your hands. Back you come, uncross. Bring the knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side, massaging that lower back. Then take the hands behind the thighs, and you're going to rock from the top of the mat to the bottom to come up to a seated position. Don't worry if it takes you a few attempts. Cross the legs, back to a comfortable seated position. Push down through your sacrum, up through your spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe, slow and easy. Try and get your inhalation the same length as your exhalation. As you bring the palms together at heart centre, gently bow your heads. And you're now ready to continue with your day. Well done. A few more new poses in there for you today to think about, to work about, or with your alignment, remembering to stack those joints. Thank you once again for taking the time to be with me today. Namaste.